Hi, I'm Lucy Poole,
And I'm Joy Hayes.
and both of us are Master Gardeners from Dakota County. We are taking the opportunity to use vegetables that we've grown in our garden and come up with some great recipes that we have gotten from America's Test Kitchen, because those are really good, using all these fresh vegetables. The one that we're doing now is sauteed green vegetables with roasted red peppers and basil. So all these things have come from the garden. We had a sous chef who cut all this stuff up for us, so we're just going to add this to the pan. The great thing about this recipe is it's a one-pan recipe, so it's a recipe that makes everything in one pan, or instead of blanching them, we're reversing that process, and we're going to saute them first, and then we're going to add water to our pan so that it then steams them, and we'll steam the water right out of the pan and then add the rest of our things. So we'll walk you through this recipe. It's very simple and easy to do, and we think you'll really like it.
Our pan is getting hot. We put a teaspoon of olive oil in the pan, and it suggests that we get it up to almost to just a smoking point. And it's spattering quite well, so I think we are close.
Okay,
So let's pour in our green beans. And listen to that beautiful sound. And we're using 1.5 pounds of, or actually a pound of green beans. They do suggest not using more than 1.5 pounds because you do need the heat to have contact with the beans so that they will brown. 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So she's going to get a real good amount of both. And you can always adjust this to your taste.
4 to 6 minutes, and we're trying to get the green beans somewhat tender here.
And brown.
And then this is where we add
Quarter a cup of water, but if we find that it evaporates too quickly, we will add our extra tablespoon because this pan is very hot, and as I'm noticing on our pan, the steam is coming out, which is a good sign, but we don't want our beans to burn. So once that steam, if we see that that's going down, we might want to add that extra tablespoon and extra minute.
So we're doing pretty good though, because we have 15 seconds left. So.
Should we see what it looks like?
Yeah.
And I'm
be
So yep, perfect. I don't think we need to add the extra tablespoon. And we can even, it's got some browning going on.
Yeah.
And we can cut the beans. So what's next, Lucy?
Okay, so we are now going to add a mixture. I pre-mixed this just to make it easier to pour in here. So I'll give you the amounts. 2 teaspoons of olive oil. It is a 1/8 of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes and 1 medium shallot that were all cut up and in there already. So we're adding that to the green beans. So they are light brown, which I think is really easy. You can figure that out. To stir frequently, and when the beans begin to wrinkle, to cook them for 1 to 3 minutes more. So I've not ever assessed wrinkles.
I have not either.
So we're going to try to look at this and see if it's wrinkling together. It isn't yet. But they're getting brown. They look good.
There's some of the bigger ones are a little crunchy yet, so we'll give them the time they need.
The red peppers can go in now also. Now these are roasted red peppers. So they're fresh. They were fresh peppers, and we roasted them for the recipe. So it's 1/2 inch pieces, they said, and it's 1/3 of a cup of peppers. We know you can buy roasted red peppers in a jar. Certainly the fresh ones are going to be just so much better. But that would be a short cut if you needed to do it and didn't have time.
Yeah, exactly.
These look so nice. I still don't see wrinkles. Oh, it just smells so good. And it's pretty.
I'm gonna just try one to see if we're getting anywhere near. Is there, how much more time after the 3 minutes are we cooking them, or are we done?
Well, once they are crisp, tender, lightly browned, and beginning to wrinkle, 1 to 3 minutes.
Okay, I think I could easily, they were tender enough, so maybe we can start our 3 minutes.
Okay. Somehow, there we go.
All right, and we will be back.
Last 2 steps for this recipe is to add some red wine vinegar and some basil. We have the basil already here. It's 2 tablespoons cut up leaves. And the red wine vinegar is only 1 teaspoon. And you can add that in the bowl. We're going to add it in the pan because we feel like the pan has so much good stuff on the bottom of the pan, and adding the red wine vinegar in there is going to help get that off.
After basil, because it needs it.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. It's hot.
Ready to plate this? We're going to put this mixture into our serving bowl. And so look at all those beautiful colors. And for healthy food, the more colors you have, the more variety of antioxidants and phytochemicals and all the good stuff that we find in vegetables. So with the beautiful peppers in here, we know we have garlic. We just have a nice variety. And we have some part is cooked, some now we're going to add some basil, which is fresh, and that will add to the flavor profile as well. So we can put some on top and mix it in, and then maybe put the final amount just to lay on the top. All right, and there we have it. Sauteed green beans with roasted red peppers.
And basil.
And basil. A big ingredient is the basil because that is the freshness that we added at the end. So, and the more basil, more herbs you can use, the more nutrition you're going to get. So go heavy on any herbs that you add.